You know, when I was a fresh teenager, over 15 years ago, I had to be like 13 years old or something. I was playing for a travel softball team. And you can imagine being a coach to some young, fresh teenage girls. And majority of our coaches were our dads. It got to a point where the coach, the main coach, the coaches got together and decided to come up with these t-shirts that we had to wear to practice. And they said, never say I can't on them. These coaches got so fed up. And you can imagine being the coach and the dad of your daughter, teenage daughter. I mean, that was the same time frame where my dad decided not to be the coach anymore because he didn't cut me no slack, so I didn't cut him no slack. And they just started saying, Dottie, get off the field. You know she ain't gonna stop. But they got us these t-shirts that said, never say I can't on them, bright red. And if they heard us say I can't, we had to run a lap. And they weren't playing around no more. They got so sick and tired of hearing, I can't. I can't. I mean, meanwhile, some of us been playing ball forever. I had won the World Series at 8 years old. You know what I mean? We were in 8-unders. I mean, I can't. They got so sick and tired of hearing about it. Before you know it, ain't none of us was saying I can't no more. Because ain't none of us wanted to go run no lap. And I always thought about that throughout the years. Because I was, in middle school. And as I got older and I looked at it, I'd think about it periodically. Then I'd also look around and see the mentality of, I can't. Like the defeated look of, I can't. And it comes from not even trying, is the I can't I'm talking about. Not the I literally, physically, mentally, whatever can't. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about not even trying. I'm talking about keeping yourself so limited and confined to where you don't even believe in yourself. To the point where these little ones, I can't. And then they're getting catered to so easily. And the whole point is to figure it out. The whole point is to try. The whole point is to explore. The whole point is to give it your best shot. And practice makes perfect, right? So regardless of the situation, if you have a horrible first at bat, are you going to go up to bat again, or are you just going to let that be it? Are you just going to say, I can't, without even trying, without even stepping into the unknown to see what you may be capable of? And that's been over 15 years, since I had to wear that t-shirt. And it went from my grandparents, where I can't never came out of their mouth. They came up with stuff, it's like, what? What? How did you even jimmy rig that? To the generations now, 2024. I can't. Shoot, they ain't even throwing themselves into it. Like, isn't that how it used to be for everybody? I mean, mistake me if I'm wrong, but for me, I always just I kind of just threw myself in, dived right into things. I don't know. Even when I was younger, dive right into the mud, dive right into busting my butt trying to do whatever on a bicycle that had pegs on it that kids don't know about nowadays. Rollerblades, busting my butt when I was younger in front of a whole bunch of guys, boys, I should say, because I was literally like 9 years old, 8 years old. Just throwing yourself into things and trying to figure it out. In my adult life, that's how it's always been. That's how it's always been. Because I wanted to get myself out of situations, and there was nobody there holding my hand. There was nobody there I can call. But it's incredible, what you can learn when you have this technology nowadays if you know how to use it to your benefit. It's incredible what you can do when you throw yourself into things. You think I knew anything about a motorhome when I bought it? You think I knew anything about being a homeowner when I bought it? And when I bought that home had sat forever. So when the AC was done, had to get a whole new unit outside. There was a whole entire chain of events when it came to turning the water on. Tried to snake in the lines and everything. The septic was plugged. Then learning about frozen pipes and all that stuff. I mean, there was nobody I can call on. So, I had to throw myself into it until I figured it out. There was no, I can't. But it was almost like it got taken out of my, I don't even know if it was much in my vocabulary because, that was so long ago. And I don't know if it was something I always said when I was younger or not, prior to having to wear that t-shirt. It's just you're holding yourself back when you sit here and tell yourself that you can't. You're literally telling your mind you can't. You're telling your body you can't. Your mind is a lot powerful than a lot of people take the time and recognition to acknowledge when it comes to your mind, because you are so distracted you don't realize. But the whole I can't mindset is I don't even know how to say that word correctly. Detrimental. You know what I'm trying to say. To your health. It throws your whole algorithm off. It tells your whole body, yeah, you can't. Yeah, don't even try, bro. You gonna fail anyways. But if you tell yourself, yeah, I can, you're gonna try until you figure it out. You'll have the motivation to want to do it or try or learn or go have a YouTube college tutorial on it. Water pumps I've had to deal with, all the things. All the things. Even when it comes to my vehicle, all the things. You think if I'd be in stuck mode if I was just, I can't. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mind. You definitely deserve to treat you yourself and your mind better. You definitely deserve to tell yourself that you can. Why can't you? The only reason why you can't is because because you're telling yourself you can't, because you're psyching yourself out. You're not saying, yeah, I can, yeah, I can, yeah, I can, and hyping yourself up, being your own cheerleader, being your own uh, therapist, whatever. You ain't pumping yourself up. You're pushing yourself down, and you may even be subconsciously hoping somebody else is your cheerleader or amps you up or motivates you or whatever. What I mean, that's fine, to an extent, but you can't rely on it. You got to tell yourself you can. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can finish that book. Yeah, I can go to the gym. Yeah, I can eat better. Yeah, I can stop eating fast food. Whatever. Once you tell yourself so many times, it's just like you get annoyed with yourself. It's like, all right, if you're not taking any action, it's like, oh, okay. Well, since I can, I might as well do something about it. I might as well take some type of step, initiative, action. Because before you know it, it's like you're starting to get punched and slapped at because your mind's just like on it, thinking about it. Like, why aren't we doing it? After you've told yourself, I can, I can, I can, but you haven't taken that first step because you're nervous, you're in fear, second guessing yourself. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. That's why I can is prevalent. I can is a big factor. I can push you more down your path quicker and faster to your higher self, to your best self. Because you're not putting yourself within a limitation of, I can't do it because nobody taught me, because nobody showed me, because I don't have a manual, I don't have a rule book, I don't have a blueprint, I don't have. You do have the internet, so. Never say I can't. I mean, who would ever thought at 13, I had to be like 12 or 13, maybe 14, but I don't know. Who would ever thought that would have been so significant in a young, fresh teenager's life? That here I am, 16 years later, talking about it. All the coaches that I had, growing up, and my dad, people thought my dad was like a colonel. But the coaches I had too growing up were tough. They had their daughters on the field as well. It was very competitive in South Florida. It was year round, and it taught us a lot. But them being tough on us is what pushed us and is what showed us what pushing yourself can do, what believing in yourself can do. And we always lose that because we get distracted. Everything's so busy. We were a good team too. We were a good team. We were a good team. And we won some. I mean, we played in Colorado. Or no. Texas. Was it Texas? That was like my childhood. The softball field and hotel rooms and practice. Eating clay. But I wouldn't change it for nothing. Because it taught me so much. And everything you go through is for a reason. Literally. Literally. It's just the way you look at it. And if you think it's still repeating itself and you still have that mindset, maybe you need to change your mindset, and that's the lesson you need to learn. But the moral of this story in this video is never say I can't. Because yes, you can. Who cares if they tell you you can't? They ain't you. They don't know you. Do you know you? Because if you know you, I can't shouldn't be an option until you've tried your best. If you haven't tried your best, then yeah, stay in the I can't mentality. But to be your best self is to tell yourself you can. To be your higher self is to tell yourself you can. I think I 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 can. How many times I'm over here trying to quit smoking cigarettes, but I'm trying to over here tell myself, yes, I can. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things. And even though I have all the responsibility and all the things by myself and on my own, which makes me want to naturally pick up that cigarette, I keep trying to tell myself I can. And I ain't gonna be perfect. I may have smoked on some cigarette buds this morning, but I'm over here still trying to tell myself I can. I can. I can. I can. And eventually I will. Whether it be tomorrow, in an hour, in a month, in a year. Eventually I'm going to, because I'm going to keep trying to tell myself I can. I can. I can. I can. I can. I can. And the moral of the story is you can too. Right? Right. Because the only one that's stopping you is you. And you don't deserve that. So just tell yourself you can.